Hi, I'm Stacy, an American-born writer from Switzerland living in Japan and a recent stroke survivor. After a lot of therapy and a boatload of determination, I am back to my passion of writing. In order for me to further my therapy, as well as to give an alternative access to my stories, I've decided to read them out loud. Well, here goes nothing. 3 crazy private life confessions for you, published on August 11th, 2019. I have to level with you. I've been holding back some secrets. Although it's satisfying in one way to lead you down the path that I'm doing my best and fighting the good fight, it's not in the true spirit of honesty. The fact is that I have many good days, but they come with a twist. They are laced with the drug of my bad behavior, and then my dimmer switch comes on full blast. Now, it's time to let the cat out of the bag. Firstly, it's not depression. I actually like the new me. If there was a way to lose 15 kilograms in a matter of weeks, but that program involved a 6-week stay in the hospital, brain injury, and a boatload of other messy things, what would you say? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I know that this method was a little bit shaky, but I do love the after effects of my lovingly named stroke diet. After enjoying hospital food, you would think that my appetite would only increase. Yet the stroke did something imaginable to me. Yes, it cost me plenty, but the one thing that I'm on the fence about is the altered way that my brain receives messages from the rest of my body. My afferent nerves are all mixed up. Just this morning, I was washing a glass, and because my afferent nerves weren't sending my brain the correct signals, I squeezed it so hard that it completely shattered. This part where my nerves leave me in precarious situations, I can leave that part behind. But here's the thing, the part where my stomach feels hungry, but my brain doesn't get the message, I confess that I'm loving it. The stroke diet, while I don't suggest you have one anytime soon, is an added benefit to all the work I'm doing. I've now hit that magical number on the scales where I feel comfortable. I'm at the same weight that I weighed pre-children. Gosh, I can even fit into my wedding dress. How cool is that? So, to that doctor, the one who wrote me off as depressed and even suggested pills, I can only scream poppycock in his direction. And then I have pissed off the only medicine man in town. But in my defense, she had it coming. Let me start with the fact that Cloisters, where I spent last summer, is an itty-bitty village. But even in this itty-bitty village, it comes with a voodoo healer. You know, she's one of those nutty kind of offbeat, non-traditional medicine masters. I found her, made an appointment, and surprisingly, I liked it. According to her, I had to spend 2 hours every other day lest my therapy be shortchanged. And I thought to myself, 2 hours 3 times a week is a full-on commitment. With all of the therapeutic influences surrounding me, I could spend night and day working and still not even touch upon most of them. In order to make the most of my recovery, I throw myself into whatever I choose to do. And the truth is that I'm fully exposing myself and my deepest, darkest flaws to whomever is on the receiving end. So trust is paramount. Could I put my recovery in her hands? I had faith in what she represented. I put myself out there, diligently working 2 hours of precious time per day. And magically, I was better from the therapy. After some weeks, I could feel a slight sensation in my hand. Was it compliments of the voodoo? Who cared? However, when I had to change my next appointment from 2 hours to 1 hour, albeit the night before, she started to recite her cancellation policy on me, and I went slightly umbrella at her. And I don't regret one single word of it. And lastly, Lulu, my dear, I hate Sudoku. I probably don't even say it right. Darling Lulu, this might be strong language for a mother to use. But I seriously don't get why you love putting those tiny little numbers in tiny little boxes only to erase it all and start over again. Hold on, that's what I do. I know that my brain needs exercise, plasticity, and so on. But can I use the number twice? For God's sake. Don't they know I had a stroke? Doesn't anyone get it? In full disclosure, my children have been so good at teaching me new stuff. Friezo actually took it upon himself to teach me backgammon. I still don't get how you finish it off. Can it be a simple matter of rolling the dice? I seriously don't get it. And Cleo is doing her absolute best not to grow up too quickly, helping me in my therapy. Although she can read much more quickly than I can these days, she still lets me read her a bedtime story. So I begin reading in my slow and steady manner, and she, growing quickly bored of me, takes over. What? They say that the brain is always looking for new and unique ways to rewire itself. And despite myself and my brain, I seriously hate Sudoku, whatever. I might not sound contrite because after all, these are my confessions. But seeing me all decked out in my wedding dress, being chased by an unhinged medicine man, trying to do bloody Sudoku, or even try to say it, you get the picture, don't you? I might have gone a little bit loco.